How does a dog tell you when something's wrong? Maybe they chew their paws or eat grass. They might start slowing down on walks or stop jumping to greet you when you walk in the door. Maybe their poop is suddenly mushy or their breath especially bad. Sometimes a dog just stops acting like themselves. If you notice any of these things happening with your dog, you are not alone. And it doesn't take a dog whisper to understand what your dog is telling you. They need help. Well, I learned that it's something our dogs are eating every day that could be chipping away at their health, making them feel old and worn out long before their time. But I also discovered that it's something simple you can do right now to help. After working with thousands of dogs and some of the best canine health experts on the planet, I learned that you can turn a dog's health around. Actually, you can turn the whole life around with 2 easy steps. 1, add a few simple foods their bodies crave, but dogs rarely get. And 2, avoid certain foods that can slowly damage a dog's body. Hi, I'm Cesar Milan. You may know me from my TV shows like Dog Whisper, Cesar 911, or Better Human, Better Dog. I love those shows, but most of my work with dogs happens behind the scenes at my magical ranch, the Dog Psychology Center. For more than 30 years, I've been rescuing and rehabilitating dogs. Dogs that people don't want or can handle. At my ranch, these dogs get the best care, world-class training, and everything they need to become the right pet for the right family. For a few dogs, it turns out I am the right family, like Chewy here, or Sophia, who was left homeless after a hurricane, and now she's the heart and soul of my entire pack. People think I save dogs, but the truth is the other way around. Dogs save me. Honestly, I believe the reason I was born is to help dogs. And that's why I make this video. It's my quick and easy guide to giving your dog exactly what they need, with a list of some of the very best and worst food for dogs, including 3 simple things most people have in their kitchen, but they just don't think about giving it to their dog. And 1 food a dog was just not meant to eat. Understanding dog psychology comes pretty easy for me, but there are other things about dogs that I had to learn the hard way. The hardest lesson of all came when Daddy, my TV co-star and dog of my life, got cancer. I took him to one vet after another, but they all say the same thing. Sorry, Caesar, there is nothing we can do. I felt hopeless until I found Dr. Marty Goldstein, one of the best holistic veterinarians in the world.
I invited the man I trust with my dogs, Dr. Marty Goldstein.
I have seen news stories showing Dr. Marty saving dogs with serious health problems. Even dogs other vets say should be put to sleep. They call them Marty's miracles. Under Dr. Marty's program, something amazing happened to Daddy. He got better. And he lived 6 more incredible years. Daddy was 16 when he died. For a pit bull with cancer, I think 16 counts as a miracle. Before Daddy, I never heard of a dog with cancer. Then I learned that it's actually an epidemic. In the U.S., cancer strikes 1 in every 3 dogs. And here's something else I found out. Modern dogs are dying younger than they did in the past. Some breeds that used to live to 17 now barely make it to 10. If you're like me, you're wondering why this is happening and how you can help your dog beat the odds. Fortunately, I discovered there is a way. It might sound crazy, but it comes down to this: what you feed them and what you don't. First, my do-feed foods. Here are my top foods for dog longevity. The first longevity food takes care of a dog's teeth. Cranberries. Most people know cranberries for treating bladder infections. These little red berries work the same way in both humans and dogs. They stop bacteria from clinging to the bladder wall. Cranberries can do the same thing for your dog's mouth because they can make it hard for bacteria to stick to a dog's teeth and gums. I know firsthand how bad teeth can ruin a good dog. I remember one family who was ready to give up their Chihuahua because he started attacking their grandmother. When I began working with him, I noticed that this little guy seemed to be in pain. So I took him to the vet, and it turned out his whole mouth was full of rotten teeth. He didn't need a behaviorist. He needed a dentist. As soon as the dog's pain was gone, so was his aggression. Dental health isn't just about avoiding pain or cavities. Clean teeth can actually add years to a dog's life. In fact, a study of more than 2 million dogs found the pups who receive regular dental cleanings live up to 2 years longer. If you ever try brushing your dog's teeth, you know it's not easy. That's where cranberries can help. The berries prevent plaque and tartar buildup, so your dog's teeth stay clean naturally. Just a few fresh or frozen cranberries after meals can go a long way in protecting your dog's teeth and promoting their longevity. The next longevity food rejuvenates your dog's gut, apples. Keeping their gut healthy is one of the most important things you can do for a dog because their gut affects every aspect of their health. Billions of bacteria make their home inside a dog's gut. Some good, some bad. And things can easily get out of whack, causing chaos in your dog's body. Here's one way to tell when bad bacteria has taken over. You can smell it. Stinky gas, loose stools, foul breath, all signs that your dog's gut needs help. That's where apples come to the rescue. They're full of natural compounds that feed the good microbes and keep the bad ones in check. With a balanced gut, your dog's entire body runs better. Their digestion, energy level, even their mood. To get the benefits of apples, slice them up, but leave the skin on. That's where most of the good stuff is. If you have heard that apple seeds are toxic to dogs, it is true, but only in gigantic amounts. Your dog will have to eat hundreds of whole apples for the seeds to cause harm. Now for the number one dog food to ditch, one that can do a lot of damage to dogs over time. Kibble. Even the kind with the best ingredients. I know that's hard to believe because kibble is the most common dog food in the world. I fed my own dog's kibble for years. Same with everyone else I know. But when my dog Daddy got cancer and Dr. Marty blamed it on the kibble, I needed to understand what was the problem with dry dog food. So I did my own research and called on my network of canine health experts to get the facts. Now I want to share what I learned so you can make the best decision for your dog. So why is kibble so bad for dogs? It's not the ingredients, it's the heat. To make kibble last longer on the shelf, pet food companies blast it with extreme heat. These high temperatures create chemical byproducts called AGEs. AGEs make the food smell and taste great, but when they build up inside a dog's body, they can cause serious damage. Things like stiff joints, itchy skin, low energy, gut issues, and many other nasty health problems. Even worse, AGEs are linked to the number one cause of death for dogs, cancer. Humans get AGEs too, in food like burnt toast or charred steak. But most dogs eat the same food every single day, week after week, year after year. So our pets get 100 times more of these harmful compounds than humans do. Here's another problem with extreme heat. It destroys a lot of the natural vitamins and nutrients in the food. So pet companies have to add them back in by spraying kibble with lab-made synthetic vitamins. But these lab-made vitamins are not easily absorbed, which means your dog's body struggles to actually use them. So even though they are eating food every day, they're being slowly starved of the real nutrients they need to thrive. Plus, most synthetic vitamins are made in foreign factories. And after all the news stories about contaminated pet food, I don't feel good feeding that stuff to any of my dogs. I had to find a different food for my pack. So I decided to start feeding them what Dr. Marty called his long life recipe for dogs. He said it was simple. It was something like take a pound of turkey, 1 salmon fillet, 1 turkey heart, a quarter pound of beef liver, a large sweet potato, 2 eggs, 1 chopped apple, and 1 cup of blueberries, a half a cup of cranberries, 8 leaves of spinach, and a tablespoon of flaxseed. Then Dr. Marty gave me a bunch of rules for his recipe. Number 1, all ingredients must be raw because that's how dogs eat in the wild. Number 2, don't skip organ meats because organ meats are the most nutrient-rich part of an animal. It is true, when wild dogs make a kill, the leader of the pack gets first choice, and they always go for the organs. And finally, measure every ingredient exactly. That's the only way to be sure your dog gets a complete balanced meal. The long life recipe was definitely not simple. Plus making it took all afternoon. But when I finally fed it to my dogs, the results were incredible. After just a few weeks, my senior dog Alfie was moving around like a champion. No signs of stiff joints. Kimchi had so much energy. He was practically sprinting on his daily walk. Sophia's coat became super thick and silky, and all of their poops were so easy to pick up. Every one of my dogs seemed happier and all around more vital. Good girl! The recipe did the same thing for Dr. Marty's dogs. His golden retriever Daniel lived to 19 and a half years old. That's pretty impressive for any dog, but especially for a golden because they are one of the breeds that are dying earlier than they used to. Every dog who got the food improved, no matter their age, no matter the ailment. And Dr. Marty explained why. Each part of the body was finally getting exactly what it needed. If you ask me, our dogs are a living proof that swapping kibble with the long life recipe actually works. Yes! But there was just one problem with Dr. Marty's homemade food. Making it from scratch was so much work. Hours spent shopping, planning, prepping, slicing, measuring. Let's be honest, most people can't spend that much time making their dogs food. We have an entire team at my ranch, and still, it was a lot of work. But I remember Dr. Marty's warning, the way most commercial pet food is made with extreme heat is a big reason why so many dogs are dying before their time. So I saw no other choice. Until the day Dr. Marty called and said he discovered a new way of making food for dogs, freeze-dried technology. He called it the biggest breakthrough in canine health in his lifetime. With freeze-drying, Dr. Marty could take all the superpower of raw food and turn it into dried nuggets. So now giving your dog fresh food could be as easy and convenient as kibble. I learned how it works. To freeze-dry food, Dr. Marty uses vacuum pressure and evaporation. There is no high heat at all. And no heat means no harmful byproducts. So none of those dangerous AGEs Dr. Marty has been warning the world about for decades. Plus, with freeze-drying, the food stays raw, which means you don't lose any of the longevity-boosting power of the whole ingredients. Now, feeding my dogs only takes minutes a day, and every member of my pack loves the taste. The best part is, they're healthier than ever. Dr. Marty called this revolutionary food Nature's Blend, and he chose each ingredient inside this bag specifically for the dog's long life and good health. Nature's Blend contains 7 all-important raw proteins: turkey, beef, salmon, duck, and nutrient-rich organ meats. These proteins are the building blocks of virtually every part of a healthy dog. High-quality raw protein, just like dogs eat in the wild. Next, Dr. Marty added 9 health-enhancing fruits and vegetables, including blueberries and cranberries for the anti-aging benefits, carrots and sweet potatoes for good vision, and broccoli, kale, and spinach for whole body health, because dark leafy greens are some of the best disease-fighting, longevity-promoting foods on the planet. Then there are the extras, ingredients not found in most store-bought pet foods, not even in premium brands. Nature's Blend has pumpkin seeds for weight control, ginger for easy digestion, and flaxseed to help soothe achy joints, plus a lot more. Basically anything your dog needs to maximize their well-being, Nature's Blend has it. It all happens at Dr. Marty's cutting-edge commercial kitchen in Wisconsin. That's where all of the proteins, the nutrient-rich organs, the superfruits, the leafy greens are blended together in small batches. Then they're placed into state-of-the-art freeze dryers. The result? Clean, dry, tasty bites. Each nugget packed with the raw power of fresh, wholesome ingredients. Nothing is destroyed by high heat. It's like the opposite of kibble. Dr. Marty sent me a batch to try, and it was so easy. Wait until you see. Just open a bag and scoop it into your dog's bowl, and you're done. My entire pack loves it, even the picky eaters, and that is Benson. In fact, Dr. Marty's team hired independent researchers to do a taste test. Dogs were given a choice between Nature's Blend and the most expensive and best-selling kibble on the market. The result: 29 out of 30 dogs chose Nature's Blend. More proof that Nature's Blend is delicious. But there was one problem: the price. When Dr. Marty told me a bag of his dog food will cost nearly $100, I was stunned, and Dr. Marty was devastated. His dream was to help all the dogs in America live their longest lives, not just the top 1%. So he did something astonishing. He built his own commercial pet food kitchen from scratch. This meant Dr. Marty could now guarantee the quality, nutrition, and safety of every single ingredient. Plus, it meant Dr. Marty no longer had to pay someone else to make Nature's Blend. By eliminating the middleman, he could now pass on huge savings to pet parents. With his own kitchen, Dr. Marty was able to bring the price of a bag of Nature's Blend down from $100 to around $60, which isn't bad. I would have paid that to give my dogs long, healthy lives, but frankly, it was still a lot of money. Now, you might think, since I am on TV, money wouldn't be an issue. But the truth is, my ranch runs on a very tight budget. We care for dozens of dogs every day, and it takes a small team to keep everything running smoothly, so there is no room to waste money. Every dollar saved means we can help another dog. Even if you only have one dog to feed, $60 a bag is a lot. Dr. Marty really wanted his food to be affordable for as many people as possible, so he kept working on ways to get the price even lower. And he found a big one by cutting out yet another middleman and selling Nature's Blend directly to customers. So if you order right now through this video presentation, you're not going to have to pay anything close to $100 or even $60. Here is Dr. Marty's special online-only deal. If you buy it right now through this presentation, you can get a full 16-ounce bag of Nature's Blend for just $30.95, but only if you order through this video. You will never see this price for Nature's Blend in stores. Once this window closes, Nature's Blend will only be available on Dr. Marty's website for the regular price of $59.95. With this amazing deal, you instantly save almost $30 a bag. I know it is still more expensive than kibble or canned food, but we want as many dogs as possible to get the benefits of Nature's Blend, and there is a way to do that. Use Dr. Marty's food as a topper. If you have a big dog, for example, order just a few bags. Even sprinkling a little Nature's Blend on top of your dog's current food can make a big difference in their health. That way, your dog still gets Dr. Marty's essential combination of proteins, greens, prebiotics, and other super healthy foods in their diet every day. You should see the letters that Dr. Marty gets. Thousands of pet parents raving about how much their dogs love this food and how the longer they eat Nature's Blend, the healthier and happier they become. As of today, hundreds of thousands of dogs across the country have joined the Nature's Blend family. To feed this growing family, Dr. Marty expanded his kitchen. Today, it is 3 times bigger than when he first started. A larger kitchen means Dr. Marty can offer even bigger discounts on larger orders. Great news for pet parents who choose the 3 and 6-pack options. When you order 3 bags, you can save more than $90 and almost $190 when you order 6 bags. The 6-pack option is not only the best deal, but it's also perfect for stocking up, especially for anyone who worries they will run out of food for their dog. Feeding your dog Nature's Blend is easy and literally takes seconds a day. Unlike home-delivered prepared meals, Nature's Blend does not need to be refrigerated. And unlike wet food in plastic pouches, Nature's Blend is not messy or leaky. Plus, refrigerated pet food can spoil in a matter of days and often ends up in the garbage. Thanks to Dr. Marty's freeze-drying process, your bags of Nature's Blend actually stay fresh for an entire year. If you're committed to your dog's health and longevity, Dr. Marty's team put together a special subscribe and save program. When you sign up, you save even more, and your Nature's Blend gets delivered to your home automatically every month. There is no commitment, and you can